Happy Friday, everyone. Before we jump in, what's your favorite part about watching Legend Life? If it's the fact we keep crypto updates fun and fluff-free, consider dropping a donation. Link is in the description. And big thanks in advance where it helps us keep the lights on and the stories rolling. If you're someone who loves a clean growth chart, Amjad Masat has something for you. The CEO of Replit recently shared a graph on X that he called one of the smoothest exponential curves he has ever seen. And it wasn't just hype. The chart showing Replit's active paid deployments had industry veterans nodding in appreciation. Dharmesh Shah from HubSpot called it a beautiful chart and admitted HubSpot's early revenue growth wasn't quite as elegant. So what's behind that smooth curve? Replit, for those new to the name, it's an online development environment designed to make app building fast and collaborative. It's kind of like Google Docs meets coding. Replit supports multiple programming languages, lets people collaborate in real time, and it's packed with AI features that speed things up. Think code completion, debugging help, and deployment tools baked in. Now, what really lit the conversation was what that curve represents. The rise of AI in app development. It didn't take long before Dominic Williams, yes, the Internet Computer Protocol guy, jumped into the conversation. He reposted Masad's chart and brought up a much bigger idea, that is self-writing apps. Williams argued that while Replit's progress is great, current platforms still have limits. They are not quite ready to build complex apps and safely evolve those systems over time. That's where he introduced Caffeine AI. It's a project he says could take app development to the next level. According to Williams, Caffeine AI is designed to go beyond existing platforms, making it possible to build better apps that can update themselves in production without breaking things. Unlike Replit or traditional Web2 tools, Caffeine is being built on the Internet Computer, and that changes everything. No central servers, no third-party cloud fees, and no downtime. Apps live on-chain, evolve on-chain, and upgrade themselves without the risk of Web2. It wasn't just a one-off comment. The discussion kept growing. Bobby O jumped in and pointed out something important. We are heading for a showdown between AI-driven app development in traditional Web2 environments versus decentralized ones like ICP. In his view, the big debate over the next 2 years will center around what AI can really do in these two ecosystems. The tricky part, explaining all this to regular users. Tech people get excited about exponential curves and language frameworks, but most people just want things that work. Bobby O suggested that education will be key and proposed that the Cloud Foundation could help. They could work with other initiatives to make the benefits of things like Caffeine AI understandable to the average person. Williams agreed to that but made one thing clear. He doesn't want Caffeine AI to be seen as a Web3 project. Even though it's built on ICP, he believes Web3 as a label turns off mainstream users. He said what really matters is the product experience. If Caffeine is better, people will come. If it's easier to use, more powerful and more efficient, it will attract developers regardless of whether they know what blockchain is. Then came a very practical question from a user, Bambino Bull. How are you going to get Web2 users to care? That's the real test. While Web3 folks might jump on board fast, it's the larger crowd, those used to AWS and Google Cloud, that will decide whether Caffeine goes big or fades out. Williams responded by doubling down on user experience. He said enterprise and retail users don't care about decentralization debates. They care about whether the tools work better. His bet is that if Caffeine offers a better experience, adoption will follow. And one more voice in the mix was from ThriveNext. They asked whether the team was running regression testing. It's a solid question, especially with something this complex. Williams replied that they are using a custom-built language framework for self-writing apps and leveraging new AI ensembles to power it. But he was clear they are not going to rush it. No premature releases. Caffeine AI will come out when it's ready. All of this shows just how much momentum is building behind AI-driven app development. For years, building software meant manually writing code, testing it line by line, fixing bugs, and iterating. Now, platforms like Caffeine AI promises a future where apps write themselves, evolve over time, and reduce the need for hands-on fixes. That could mean faster development, lower cost, and far more accessibility. The big tension here is between centralized Web2 infrastructure and decentralized systems like ICP. Web2 tools are robust but come with limits like scalability, security, and vendor control. ICP, on the other hand, is decentralized and promises greater resilience and freedom. If Caffeine AI proves that decentralization brings real benefits, that could shift how apps are built. But shifting the mindset of developers isn't easy. Most teams are already plugged into ecosystems like Azure or AWS. Switching platforms isn't just about performance, it's about trust, reliability, and cost. William seems to get that. He is not leading with ideology, he is focused on delivering a product that works. Another layer to this conversation is AI literacy. As AI tools become more powerful, understanding their limits and strengths is critical. Bobby O pointed this out, and it's worth repeating. Tech doesn't sell itself, especially not complex tech. Platforms like the Cloud Foundation could help bridge that knowledge gap and bring more people on board. So where does that leave us? With Replit showing what's possible when AI makes coding smoother and Caffeine AI promising an even bigger leap, it's clear we are entering a new phase. Over the next couple of years, we'll find out whether AI-driven development becomes the standard or remains a niche. Moving on, Catalyze DAO is shaking things up too. Their latest move is a new networking platform called ConnectR. The early version is now live and members can test it out and share feedback. It's designed to make it easier for builders, contributors, and leaders to find each other and collaborate across ecosystems. The MVP is still basic, but it shows the direction Catalyze is heading. It puts networking at the center of community growth. The goal is to make collaboration more deliberate and less random. Instead of relying on chance meetings or scattered forums, ConnectR wants to give users a clear way to find aligned partners. The DAO sees this as a shift in how community infrastructure should work. Existing tools haven't really nailed decentralized networking, and ConnectR is trying to fill that gap. By creating more intentional paths to connect people across projects, Catalyst DAO hopes to make the ecosystem stronger and more coordinated. Community feedback is key here. The idea is to test, listen, and refine. Members are encouraged to jump in, try the MVP, and help shape the next version. It's not just about features, it's about making sure ConnectR is useful from day one. Looking ahead, the team plans to expand the platform based on what users need most. They want to keep it flexible and user-friendly while growing its capabilities. This early launch is just the start, but it shows Catalyze's commitment to building something that supports long-term collaboration. And lastly, ICP Swap is rolling out some major upgrades. Version 3.6 of its decentralized exchange is nearly complete, 80% done to be exact. The new architecture makes swaps at least 25% faster and stops sandwich bot attacks. Plus, if a trade fails, tokens go right back to your wallet. No more guessing where your assets went. The roadmap is packed. Leverage trading is coming soon via ICP exchange. There will also be one-click liquidity adjustments, batch trading, and smart price range suggestions to make things smoother. And for users who love a bit of social flavor, expect gamified elements and community-driven features too. Looking even further out, ICP Swap is thinking about AI trading agents, cross-chain swaps, NFT mining, and even a chat-enabled trading dashboard. It's all part of a broader push to make the platform more intuitive and more powerful. From exponential curves to self-writing code to next-gen decentralized trading, this week's stories show just how quickly things are evolving. Whether you are building apps, joining a DAO, or trading tokens, the pace of innovation is relentless. That's a wrap for today. If you found any of these projects interesting, check out the links in the description. And if you would like to support the channel, consider donating. All the details are below. Also, don't forget to check out our latest newsletter packed with more insights and updates from the crypto space. See you in the next one.